On the behalf of my research group, I would like to thank the ICS committee for giving me the possibility to present our abstract, Development of Pelvic Floor Dysfunction from First Pregnancy up to 8 years after first delivery, a longitudinal study. The study was conducted at Akershus University Hospital in Norway in collaboration with the Norwegian School of Sports Science. Vaginal childbirth, especially operative vaginal delivery, is considered the foremost associated risk factor for pelvic floor dysfunction. However, there is evidence that also pregnancy may contribute. And therefore, studies should include women prior first delivery to assess the development over time. The aim of our study was to describe the development of urinary incontinence, vaginal and bowel control symptoms from 21 weeks of gestation and up to 8 years after first delivery, stratified by delivery mode. This is an observational cohort study and 300 women were included. Participants answered the questionnaire at 21 and 37 weeks of gestation, at 6 weeks, 6 months, 12 months, and 8 years after first delivery. Pelvic floor dysfunction symptoms were assessed using the respective models from the ICIQ questionnaires, and for each module, sum scores were estimated. Study groups were defined according to delivery mode at first delivery: normal vaginal delivery, operative vaginal delivery, and cesarean section. Information on subsequent deliveries did not reallocate study participants into different delivery mode groups at 8-year follow-up. A linear mixed model analysis was used to estimate differences between delivery mode groups. Of the 300 women included in our study, 193 participated in the 8-year follow-up. 133 had a normal vaginal delivery, 30 an operative vaginal delivery, and 30 cesarean section at first delivery. There were no differences in follow-up time between delivery mode groups, and most of our women were multiparous. 12 out of 30 women in the cesarean delivery group had one or more subsequent vaginal deliveries after their first C-section. This figure illustrates the results from the urinary incontinence short form. On the y-axis, there is the estimated mean sum scores. On the x-axis, there is time relative to first delivery. Black line represents normal vaginal delivery group, broken line, operative vaginal delivery group, and gray line, cesarean section group. Sum scores varied between 0.9 and 3.7 in this population, and the highest possible sum score this model provides would have been 21. Women with normal and operative vaginal delivery had an increase in urinary incontinence symptoms already during pregnancy and throughout the entire study period. Women with cesarean section had a decrease in urinary incontinence symptoms during pregnancy and up to 1 year after first delivery. Thereafter, there was an increase in sum scores at 8-year follow-up. The results, however, were not statistically significant. This is the respective figure for vaginal symptoms. The estimated weighted vaginal symptom scores varied between 3.5 and 5.7. The highest possible sum score this module provides would have been 53. Women with operative and normal vaginal delivery had an increase in vaginal symptoms already during pregnancy and up to 6 months after first delivery. Thereafter, there was a decrease in symptom scores at 1 year follow-up and an increase at 8-year follow-up. Women with cesarean section had a decrease in vaginal symptoms during pregnancy and up to 1 year after first delivery. Thereafter, there was a slight increase in symptom scores. And again, the difference between delivery mode groups were not statistically significant. The estimated bowel control sum scores varied between 0.8 and 2.6. The highest possible sum score this module provides would have been 28. In women with operative vaginal delivery, there was an increase in bowel control symptoms throughout the entire study period. In women with normal vaginal delivery and cesarean section, there was a slight decrease in symptom scores during pregnancy and up to 1 year after first delivery, and thereafter was a slight increase at 8-year follow-up. Overall, there were little pelvic floor dysfunction symptoms in this population of women. Women with cesarean section had less pelvic floor dysfunction symptoms than women with vaginal delivery. However, in all delivery mode groups, sum scores at 8-year follow-up exceeded the estimated sum scores at 21 weeks of gestation. In women with vaginal delivery, there was an increase of urinary incontinence and vaginal symptoms already during pregnancy, and this may suggest an underlying predisposition for pelvic floor dysfunction symptoms later in life in women who are able to deliver vaginally. Thank you for your attention.